Marvel Studios is moving along very nicely with Avengers Doomsday. And today we are hearing more about what is happening on the set of Doomsday right now at Pinewood Studios. We also have a new report from an insider that gives us a little bit more clarity about that supposed leaked post-credit scene for the Fantastic Four First Steps, in which, again, they did show those test screenings, in which the day after those test screenings showed, we got the reports for the post-credit scene, so it's most likely pretty accurate unless Marvel Studios decides to change something. This new report does talk about Doom's connection to the Fantastic Four's universe, which I think tells us a little bit more about Dr. Doom. And so does a new report by Unbox PhD, the account that has been getting all of the drone shots of the set of Avengers Doomsday, gives us more info today about a very particular Avengers Doomsday scene that they are preparing for right now. So a lot to dive into today. One thing that you have to know is what the reported post-credit scene is for the Fantastic Four. Based on the reports that we have heard after Marvel Studios did those public Fantastic Four test screenings, in which the Hollywood Reporter did confirm that they did show a post-credit scene, according to reports, the post-credit is of Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, just her with her son, her baby, Franklin Richards. She is reading to him. She gets up and leaves to go get a different book, comes back, but when she comes back, she sees Dr. Doom. He is holding his mask in one hand, and they do not show Robert Downey Jr.'s face. Now, that's all they show for the post-credit scene, but what we've heard from some reports is that Dr. Doom is actually after Franklin Richards. But unlike what happens in the Fantastic Four First Steps, Galactus and the Silver Surfer wanting Franklin from the Fantastic Four but not getting him, Doom actually does get Franklin Richards. And based off of what we've heard, that's actually where the post-credit scene for the Thunderbolts comes into play, with the Fantastic Four entering Earth 616. It sounds like they are going to 616 to search for their son that Dr. Doom has taken. But since Dr. Doom is reportedly in the post-credit scene of the Fantastic Four First Steps, a lot of people are wondering, is Doom from that universe? Because a lot of people want him to be from that universe, so he could actually have some sort of a backstory with our Reed Richards. Because the introduction of Dr. Doom into the MCU so close to the end of the multiverse saga is a little problematic. We don't have enough time to really go over the backstory of Dr. Doom. And his rivalry with Reed, him going to college with him, being his roommate, that's a really big part of Dr. Doom's story. Plus, not to mention, Dr. Doom does save Sue and Valeria and help Sue deliver Valeria and even names her that. There's just a lot of connection with Dr. Doom and the Fantastic Four, and since Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Eban Bas-Machrach, and Joseph Quinn are our Fantastic Four, we would like our Dr. Doom to have a connection with them and Reed Richards. However, according to Alex Perez from thecosmiccircus.com, it doesn't seem like Dr. Doom is indeed from the Fantastic Four universe. Alex claims to have details about the Fantastic Four, which, again, they've had test screenings, they've shown the entire movie to people. So it would make sense that Alex would know about the movie, and he states, "I'm not sure he is from their universe, mainly because we don't get a single inkling of detail that proves that they know who Victor Von Doom is in their universe during the Fantastic Four First Steps." So basically what he is saying here is that Dr. Doom is not mentioned at all in the Fantastic Four First Steps. We don't get introduced to him. Reed doesn't know him. He's not an associate of Reed. He is not mentioned at all in the movie, which heavily implies, doesn't confirm, but heavily implies that he's probably not from their universe. He's probably doing some multiverse traveling, and he probably has some pretty advanced technology. And I'm assuming that he has simply managed to trace a giant power source that is Franklin Richards to that specific Fantastic Four universe, and now wants Franklin Richards, hence the post-credit scene. And that makes sense because Galactus and the Silver Surfer could also sense Franklin Richards' power before he was even born. We know that from a scene that was showed at CCXP, where Galactus and the Silver Surfer want Franklin while Sue is still pregnant. So clearly there is a way to sense Franklin's powers, and it looks like Dr. Doom has done that, which brings him to the Fantastic Four's universe in that post-credit scene. Poor little Franklin gets taken by Doom, it sounds like, and poor Sue and Reed, and really the Fantastic Four in general. They're going through a lot in this movie. They are fighting a giant space god, and it really just seems like they need time to rest. And it doesn't sound like they get it. And if they're like me, Typically, I'll only go to the doctor if something major happens. I would like to go to the doctor when I get sick with a cold or flu, but it always requires too much time, from making the appointment to driving there, waiting to get to the room, then waiting again for the doctor to arrive. I always just skip seeing the doctor for a common sickness, even though I'd like to be seen. Also, with me covering news for you all, taking hours out of my day can be very costly to me if I'm not there to cover the news if something awesome breaks. That's where today's video sponsor, ZocDoc, comes in and can really help. Before we dive into today's multiversal madness, a quick shout out to ZocDoc, your portal to real-world healthcare that doesn't feel like a side quest. Now, we all know that putting off doctor's appointments is basically a universal constant, like Kang messing with timelines, but with ZocDoc, it doesn't have to be. ZocDoc is a completely free website. Yes, free, no sorcery involved, where you can find high-quality in-network doctors and actually see their availability in real time. Whether you need a quick checkup, a new dermatologist, an eye doctor, or you're just finally ready to sort out that mysterious back pain from all those hours rewatching Endgame, ZocDoc's got your back. Literally. You can browse through over 100,000 verified providers across nearly every specialty: mental health, dental, skincare, you name it. Read real patient reviews, compare ratings, and when you're ready, just click to instantly book an appointment. No phone calls and no waiting on hold. What's even better? Most appointments happen within 24 to 72 hours. And yep, same-day bookings are totally possible. Head to ZocDoc.com/CosmicWonder, that's also linked in the description down below, and lock in that appointment today. Your body and your alternate timeline variants will thank you. Now we have a new report from Unbox PhD that shows us kind of a design that they have stumbled upon, and they state Captain Marvel's spaceship in Avengers Doomsday ? This is coming at the same time that we got another report from James Mack, a newer insider, who claims that Carol's spaceship is being built on the set of Avengers Doomsday right now, which likely means Brie Larson will begin filming in July, along with other unannounced actors who have just recently finalized their contracts for the movie. Now, Carol Danvers' ship lines up with many plot leaks that we have heard for Avengers Doomsday, actually. And based off of what we've heard, if it's accurate, we can kind of get a sense of what's going on here. And it's kind of simple, but it does lead to the Avengers interacting with the X-Men for the first time. And not on Earth 616. According to what we have heard, Captain Marvel's current goal right now, her only focus since the Marvels, is getting Monica Rambeau back. She knows she's in a different universe, so she has been studying the bangle that she now has and other things to figure out how to get to the other universe that Monica is currently in. Meanwhile, Monica simply being in this other universe is causing that universe to become unstable, and it's confusing that universe, as we learned from Reed Richards in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So simply by Monica Rambeau being in the X-Men universe right now, it's causing an incursion. It is pulling that universe to Monica Rambeau's universe, which is our main Earth 616. But it looks like Captain Marvel is building a multiversal ship to be able to go to a different universe to look for Monica. This is how her ship ends up in the Fox X-Men universe, and based on things that we've heard in the past, a few people are going to join her, some of the Avengers. And if Doctor Doom just attacked the X-Men with the Sentinels, then the X-Men probably won't take too kindly to other superpowered individuals showing up on their universe out of nowhere, especially if their universe is kind of falling apart as well due to the incursion. So this very well could be when we get our X-Men versus Avengers scene. But we also know that at some point in time, the X-Men are probably going to end up on Earth 616. Maybe that's because their universe is falling apart even more so than Earth 616, or maybe Doom is on 616 and they all have to come together to defeat him. Either way, we are finding out a lot of really exciting things about Avengers Doomsday. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts about all of this in the comments down below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel news, rumors, or leaks. And you can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.